And welcome to the Aaron Katzman Show. I'm your host, Aaron Katzman. We speak about your life, your money, and your investments. And as always, we're coming to you from the spiritual and soon-to-be financial capital of the world, Jerusalem, Israel. If you like this content, please hit the like button below. And if you've not yet done so, please subscribe to both our YouTube channel and to the podcast. So all hell has broken loose. Silicon Valley Bank, gone. Signature Bank, gone. Who's next? I don't know. Okay. But what I'm here to say is, number one, don't panic, right? Number one, the feds came in, they backed all the banks, right? So depositors are okay. They'll be made whole. Obviously, equity holders have a different story. We don't know about the bondholders. But that's not what I want to speak about. I want to speak about trusting the process, and number two, understanding for all of you who invest that your brokerage account really causes not a lot of need to panic. Most brokerage accounts, number one, I can tell you that ours, where I work, right, it's with, we clear through a company called Pershing. It's like the biggest clearing company in the world. Most, if not all, brokerage accounts that are reputable have SIPC insurance, which means the combination of money in cash and securities. Money's insured up to $500,000. Most brokerage firms that I'm aware of have additional private insurance, so that you don't have to worry. Obviously, if you pick the wrong investments and those go down, that's your problem, right? But in terms of the structure of the account, you really no need to panic. Your money should be fine, and that's important. Because you want to be able to rest assured knowing that your savings that you've fought hard for over the years, right? You've struggled to put it together, that it's going to be there at the end of the day when you really, really need it. So that's really, really important. Number two, crises. Sometimes crises actually create opportunity. Now, I'm not saying that people should go now and invest in regional bank stocks or any kind of bank stocks. That's up to you. I don't want to talk about that. Do your own research. That's not what I'm here to speak about. I'm speaking about, number one, when markets drop, historically, that tends to create a longer term opportunity. If you believe that over time markets actually go up, then if you buy it when it's down, then you're sort of going to do okay, right? Number two, when I say trust the process, means that before you invest, you should really sit down and map things out. Do a plan, right? A financial plan. Understand what your goals are, what your needs are. And then your money should be invested accordingly, right? Some of your money might be for retirement in the long term, but if you've got, a wedding to make in 2 or 3 years for a child or something like that, or you think there's going to be, then, and your savings are going to go towards paying for that wedding, then that money should be less aggressively invested, right? So you have to, that's why you create ultimately a portfolio, right? A diversified portfolio, but a well-allocated portfolio as well, so that certain parts of your portfolio serve different needs, both short, medium, and long-term that you may have. So that's incredibly important. Once you set things up according to what, again, short, middle, medium, and long-term goals and needs, if markets go down, okay, you roll with the punch. Nobody likes losing money. Nobody's in the business of losing money, certainly not in my profession. But markets go down. And if you invest, especially if you have, stock market exposure, you have to understand going in that markets can go down, and they can go down pretty hard, significantly over the longer, mid periods of time, right? But you have to also trust the process, that over the long term, things tend to work out in this business. And those who are patient, consistently invest in quality, right? Not in the newest fly-by-night scam or something that's hot. It's always, there's always something that's hot. If you stay away from that stuff and just, sort of tried and true, over time, you should be okay. I'm not guaranteeing anything, but, historically, things tend to work out in this business. So that's what I want to get across. Number one, if you've got a brokerage account, check, right? Just make sure that everything is okay, that you've got the SIPC insurance on the account, that the firm itself has other private insurance, just to make sure, and where they're clearing through, to make sure that the firm that's holding your assets is a reputable firm. That's very, very important. The custodian, the clearing firm, that's very, very important, number one. Number two, make sure, use this as an opportunity, right? If you've not yet done so, or even if you have done so, reassess your plan, right? What are your goals? What are your needs? Sit down, map it out, right? Old fashioned. You can take a pen and paper and write those things down. Then call your advisor. Make sure if you've already invested that your investments are in line with both your short, medium, and long-term goals and needs. If they're not, make suitable changes to get you where you need to be. And if you've not yet invested, well, now's a good time, probably. Take advantage of the drops in the market over the last 15, 16 months. And get yourself in there, because there's no time like the present, right? If you want to save for the long term, no matter how much it is that you've got, you want to start savings. You don't want inertia to kick in. You don't want to procrastinate. You want to start. Okay, those are quick 2 tips, or a couple, probably more than 2, but a few tips for you in lieu of the recent regional bank crisis. Hang in there. I know it's not easy, but things tend to work out. Understand your money in the bank up to $250,000 is insured by the FDIC insurance, and the government has basically, President Biden went in there, he spoke recently, and he said that they're going to backstop all depositors, so you should be good to go. And on the investment side, get going, take advantage, make sure that your money is correctly allocated, and everything should be fine. Don't panic, take a deep breath, tune out the financial media, and just get back to whatever makes you happy in life and let your investments do their own thing. You've been tuning into the Aaron Katzman Show, where we speak to you about your money, your life, your money, and your investments. If you've not yet done so, please hit the like button below. And again, if you've not yet done so, please subscribe to both the YouTube channel and to the podcast. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll speak to you soon.